free parking downtown SLO. Yeah, you heard that right. Just park in the new structure on the Pomo and Palm, across from the creamery. Eat at La Esquina, Mistura, or Mama's Meatball, and they'll validate your parking.
Thank you.
To learn more about how to park free downtown, visit slowfreeparking.com.
You're up and at 'em.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up and at 'em with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up and at 'em with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Thank you so much for being up and Adam. My name is Adam Montiel. We are in a hotel in Simi Valley. We are visiting Opa. We had a little complication, which got us very scared after he got out of the hospital, but we have fixed it. We've moved past it. We are blessed, and he is stable and good right now, which makes our hearts sing. So thank you for all of the texts, mentions, updates, whatever, or the nice things, the words that have come from, you to me, whether it's through text or socials about my dad. And we are fighting and we are here. And I'm coming back today, but this is breaking news. This is absolutely crazy. We're going to be talking to a correspondent, Alex Farrington, who's helped the show over the years, and this is some pretty incredible audio. It might not mean anything if you haven't heard the news yet.
24 Sammy. Code 33 on blue 648.
Code 33 means when they're not trying to say too much, but a search warrant is being served. We're talking about a search warrant being executed as I record this morning on Wednesday at Susan Flores' house. And Tony Cipolla from the Sheriff's Department has confirmed to Chris Lambert this is 100% about the Kristin Smart case. What do we know? Alex Farrington has been great in kind of catching me up with the stuff. And as soon as they serve the warrant, Chris has this great picture of the sheriffs. You got to go check the In Your Own Backyard podcast Instagram. It's this incredible picture of like these two officials. I think one of those is that Detective Cole, who laced up for this, showing this warrant to Susan, and she's just kind of like, huh? So, got you, bitch. It's on. Now, we talked about this ground penetrating radar, this new ground penetrating radar. I haven't brought it up too much, but I know we did here and there that was searching for some patents. There's been some, some articles that have talked about this brand new ground penetrating radar that they might have even used, from what I hear, at the neighbor's house that turned up some pretty incredible stuff. So could this be that, coming down? I do not know, but more audio from the sheriffs literally going through each part of the house, claiming code 4, upstairs clear. The whole room is clear. The whole house is clear. And as they clear up that house, that means search warrant is on, baby.
24 Unit code 4, list code 33.
That's what that means. Unit code 4 means the whole house is clear. They're ready to go. Susan Flores left a little less than an hour after the warrant was issued. She got the heck out, and who knows when she's coming back. And it's definitely a different day for Susan Flores, for the whole Flores, evil crew that has been, just taking this closure away from the family. We have Alex Farrington on the phone. This is great. Alex, I can't thank you enough for being here, for taking the time, for connecting us with all of this. It's great to have you up and at 'em.
Of course, Adam. Always great to talk to you.
Okay, so I'm in a hotel room in Simi Valley right now visiting my dad, and I get this call from you totally out of the blue. But tell me the news that you just broke here that people have seen Chris Lambert break online.
Yeah, so Chris just broke the news that the SLO County Sheriff's Department is actively searching right now. They just served a warrant at Susan Flores' house. I believe he said that the service was at 7:05, so we're just over an hour into this, and she left the premises. But I also he just confirmed a second ago that they have a warrant for the neighbor's house, and so I would assume that that means that just crossing their T's, dotting their I's, that they're searching along the property line, I would think. But yeah, it's a crazy situation.
You know where I think this is coming from? There was a story I got wind of that I might have mentioned here and there on the air, but never really like made a big thing about. But there was this brand new ground penetrating radar that was had far better abilities than even what they used at Ruben Flores' house a little while ago, right, a year or two ago. And what that is that these people were still dialing in. It was all patent pending, but they were dialing in patents to even be able to get traces of what they're looking for, not from being right over the dirt, but being well beside the dirt. And like, so in this case, what they did is they got permission from the neighbor's house. And this is why when you say, I get chills when you say the neighbor's house, because this was something where this company took their equipment to that neighbor's house and got responses that there could be Kristin under that ground. And we've heard whether it's the podcast and the beeping watch or whatever it is. I think we definitely know something was at Ruben's house, but the fact that this was always said to be one of the hardest places to get a new search warrant, Susan Flores' house, because they've been there before. And for a judge to let them back in there, you would need some absolutely solid probable cause. And the fact that they got it, I'm pretty sure it has to do with this new technology. I'm floored right now. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, it's really outstanding news, and it's on my mind a lot this time of year. Of course, we're coming up on another anniversary without her, and Denise's birthday was actually just a couple days ago. And I think, man, that would be absolutely fantastic late birthday present if God forbid they're able to close this out. That's not such a mixed bag, but to be able to finally have that answer.
It's wild. Denise was actually at the Lumina Alliance event that I hosted on Saturday, and I, talking back and forth, whether it's text or email, I have not gotten a chance to meet her. And I saw Jenny Adams, the executive director, introduced her from the stage, and I'm like, oh my God, Denise is here. And then she had one of her friends come up to me and said, Denise would really like to meet you, like finally meet you, give you a hug. So I just had a really sweet moment with her, and I don't know, it's just really heavy, and like you just noted appropriately, like for this all to happen in the month of May with not just Denise's birthday, but the month that we lost Kristin. I mean, I don't know. I think we are about to finally see this case get this incredible development that we have been waiting for 25 years, 26 years.
Yeah, it's really fantastic. And, just looking at the care that the sheriff has put into this over the years, I know that Ian Parkinson has been very, very focused on bringing resolution to the Smart family and bringing justice to the community, holding the Flores family accountable for their shenanigans over the years with letting this persist. Wow. And this is huge. And I'm just so grateful for Chris and the amazing work that he's put in over the better part of a decade now to bring us to this point.
Yeah, you're right to give flowers to Chris, also the sheriff's department. Absolutely right. Alex, you've been on this case and helping me, get developments on it for years too. Thank you, man, for your work, for calling me, for taking time during your busy workday to get in a quiet spot and do this impromptu chat. And I just thank you, more than anything for your time, brother.
Of course, brother. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Stay tight. And of course, many prayers for Opa.
Okay, there's Alex Farrington. I want to thank our friends, do some housekeeping here. Our friends at the Mountain Air. A place like this in San Luis Obispo, it does not happen without great people doing great things in retail. And you don't last long unless you're doing that. Talk about since 1975. Oh, yeah, the folks at Mountain Air, they know what's up. They've been helping people get outside for over 50 years. Started by Wayne Patterson, now owned by Josh and Lindsay Herring, who were part of it long before they took it over. And whether you're trying to go hiking, camping, climbing, head into the snow, if there's any of that, whatever it is, they got you. And you want to rent something? Oh, I want to rent a Yeti cooler. Sure as hell can't afford one, right? They got you a sleeping cot. And they also got that store 2 doors down, the Switchback. The Switchback's cool because if you're trying to get into a new, maybe a new sport, you want to dip your toes into something, you can do that without having to go crazy, as well as maybe you got some equipment, maybe you kind of fell out of love with hiking. Maybe it's like, okay, I don't need all these crazy backpacks and this. Well, now you can go get some money for it, and then somebody else can try their shot. So we love our friends at the Mountain Air as well as the Switchback. Please, any advertiser you hear on this show, show them some love. It means a ton. TheMountainair.com. All right, well, I still have a part 2 of Benny, but with everything with my dad, it has been really hard to kind of put these things together. As soon as I get into something, it's your call back down to Southern California again, and we have been just on a absolute ride back and forth. So, our thanks to Alex. We're going to keep it short and sweet today. We will have a regular full episode. I'm coming back home this afternoon, so we will have a regular full episode tomorrow. Thank you so much. Please don't lose confidence in the integrity of the frequency of the show. There's just, when you're in radio, the things that goes on, and when you're completely independent, it's just a little different. And when you can't do a show, it doesn't get posted, and it kills me inside to do that. There's, obviously family has to come first, and it does in my heart, and it's a weird time right now. So it is my passion of my heart is to do this. This is not a job for me. I mean, it is because it feeds me, but this is the passion of my life, is to tell stories, connect people with where the beautiful place that we live, and to do this. And I just want to thank you so much for sticking with me. Anything, any questions or stuff you want to reach out, ideas for the show, and Lou, maybe some guest hosts. I wouldn't be opposed to guest hosts if people can, figure out how to put it together and post it. I'd be down on days like this where I can't get in here. So maybe that's something to think about as we evolve and get bigger, because, this podcast, it certainly is. Last week we were on the U.S. charts again at 206, 208. So I want to keep the integrity and the frequency of this too. I want to thank you for everything that in your heart that it indulges when things like this go down. So before we get out of here, let me tell you about our friends at Benny's Pizza, because they just jumped on board and they're supporting the show as well, especially when times are tough. It means a lot because, there are pizza spots and then there are pizza spots. And there's places that feel like a story is kind of unfolding. And that's exactly what you get with Benny's Pizza. Benny's Pizza, Detroit style, that thick, crispy, majestic, pan-fried crust, sauce on top, on bottom, wherever you want it. It doesn't matter because there's flavor in every single bite. And now it's kind of like your go-to hang with the happy hour, Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30, $3.50 domestic cans, $2 off premium beer and wine. They got food specials that hit. Also the patio, a lot going on there, perfect for maybe a grad party. Mother's Day is coming up. Maybe take mom to go get some pizza and hang out for Mother's Day. Or if you're, working in that part of downtown or Upper Monterey, what a great spot for lunch. Get in and out in 35, 40 minutes. Super in time to get back to work. Benny's Pizza. You can call them at 439-3838. Make your order. They're located Upper Monterey, 1601 Monterey Street, downtown SLO. Benny's is not just where you eat. It is where you land. And I thank them for being up and at 'em. All right, thanks to Moonshiner Collective for being here. I can't believe we're doing a show from a Simi Valley hotel room. I got to say, this Best Western, Posada Royale, is that a Posada Royale? Some of the best breakfast. They got an omelet, dude. Dude fully throws down your omelet. I'm like, yes, please, let's go. So that was kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that. So thanks to Moonshiner Collective, original music on the show called Start Again. Also, thank you to SloCal Studios. This is the new home of Up and Atom. Recorded at SloCal Studios when we're not in a hotel in Simi Valley. San Luis Obispo County, California, SlowCal, baby, where the wine is world class, the people are real, and life is too beautiful to rush. If you live here, you know all about it. For turns well taken, visit slowcal.com. Until we meet tomorrow for a regular show, thank you for your indulgence, your peace, your love, and for being up and at 'em.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again. Let's start again. We'll start